It's a Saturday night in April. Crowds piling into the Ted Constant Center. They're ready to watch not just a fight, but a brawl to the extreme. Behind the scenes, though, a more somber scene is taking place. Fighters like Joshua Freeman gets physically and mentally prepared.
The love of it.
Make no mistake, this isn't a sport for the faint of heart for those watching from the stands. Or the men in the octagon, which is the area where the battles take place. There's kicking, there's punching, and there's blood. And therein lies the problem. Right now, amateur MMA fighting isn't regulated in Virginia.
I don't want my opponent, getting blooded up and then come on me.
One published report called Amateur MMA Fighting here a free-for-all.
Virginia was behind the times.
Then there's the danger of HIV, hepatitis C or B, and other bloodborne diseases. And that's not the only problem.
Be the most common performance-enhancing drugs, and it's just not right.
Jimmy Partica, founder of the Spartica Fight League, which is putting on this event, says out-of-state leagues were surprised that there were no official rules here.
They were absolutely just shocked that guys didn't need a free physical and blood work and everything else. They just couldn't believe that we were operating like that.
But now the Virginia legislature has stepped in, outlining new rules that will now govern sanctioning organizations like the Spartica Fight League. He can't let anyone fight unless they're tested.
Physicals will be required for all fighters coming in and blood work.
Spartica fighters who say they follow similar rules in this league now welcome these changes, saying they're long overdue.
That definitely makes comfort level pretty high.
Right, as a fighter.
As a fighter, exactly, along who you're fighting.
These fighters also say this legitimizes a sport that's seen its share of problems, like shady exhibitions that feature fighters who simply walk in off the streets to compete. No pre-fight medical screening for drugs or diseases.
Because the last thing I want to ever find out about is like, hey man, I used to fight for you a couple years ago, fought a guy, he got blood on me, now I got this disease or that disease.
The ultimate goal for fighters in the amateur league is to one day make it to the pros. Fighters tell me that these rules put them on a similar playing field as the pros. Virginia's new regulation for the amateurs go into effect on October 1st. I'm Andre Sr., 13 News Now.